Alright, so let's go and do all the maps and clear all the maps. But before doing that, I want to talk about a little bit about the TMR that I'm using, which is Saiga Gauntlet, the TMR of Ketone. And I want to talk about a little bit about the trust stones that I'm using into it. The trust stone that I'm using into it, it's not insanely OP or anything like that. It's just something that I did out of a necessity. I didn't really try to make them insanely good. There is only one top stone that I have, and I'm going to talk about that. I don't plan at least to make a video about trust stones itself. I think Orange A, Dr. Diggs did a lot of videos about that, and they're both really good at talking about the issue that it is trust stones. But what you need to understand here is that evasion up 15, agility up 3, and evasion up plus 5, and luck plus 10%, and luck plus 7, and evade plus 20, right? So as you can see, this is a not normal gauntlet anymore, right? I really put some work into it. But let's talk about it. The trust stone itself. So the idealistic trust stone is the only one that I actually put some work towards. So as you can see, luck up 10%, right? And is level 20. And then I put her on level 20 as well, so evasion is 2, there is 160 HP, so this is a top trust stones, right? This is one of the best trust stones you can make in the game. I just didn't merge another ability into it yet. You can put 2 abilities in here. So this is the only thing that is missing right now. But this is the only trust stone that I really put some work into it. Because what I really wanted to do is to take the bonuses. So on the defensive stones itself, I put 3 types of dodge stones, as you can see. So idealist stones, and then you have the justice stones, that is dodge as well. As you can see, this is normal, this is level 1, the evade is 1, the HP is just 46, it's pretty bad, as you can see. And the prosperity stone, which I put on level 20, but I didn't upgrade the ability itself. So this stone gives a little bit of luck and a little bit of evade. What I want to really is to have 3 dodge types of stones, because when you do that, you get 15 plus evade, as I showed in the beginning, right? So when you have 3 types of dodge stone, you get 15 evade. And the offensive runes, I put speed types of runes, because the speed type of runes gives a little bit more agility and a little bit more evasion, as you see it, and as you saw it in the beginning. So they're all level 1, like agility level 1, a little bit of dex. Wind attack is useless for me right now. This is missile attack is useless for me right now. Agility, a little bit of agility, a little bit of dex, a little bit of crit, a little bit of attack. As you can see, this is all level 1. And although it's all level 1, it worked, because what I need was the buffs that it gives when you have 3 of the same type. So these 3 give me evasion plus 15, and these 3 right here give me agility plus 3 and evasion plus 5. So we have 20 evasion right here plus 20 right here, right? All this evade is combined to get 40 evade. And then you have luck here, 7 luck plus 10% luck. So this is really good evasion gear, and the stones themselves are not really that amazing. I have to work a lot of them. I just didn't have the time and the patience to do this. So the only thing that I wanted was the first set of buffs. And by the way, for those of you that are new players, you can get this set of buffs with the green stones. Put 3 types of dodge stones and 3 types of speed stones, then you're gonna get the same buffs right here. Really cool, right? So this is the first heads up that I have to say. And now let's go to the formation itself. So in the case of Etre, I'm using Kaiser Knuckle plus 5, which is max. Magic can go to 7, but nobody cares about that. They're max. Sage Hat, which is max as well. I'm using Sage Hat plus 5. I'm using the Saiga Gauntlet that I just talked about it. I'm using Glacial. You guys are gonna understand quickly why I'm using Glacial and not Evasion Asper. It's because Glacial is essential to the last fight. If you want to, you can easily put like a Demon Chimera or a Tetrasylphid if you want to, and go all the way with evasion on the other maps. But in the last floor, in the 10th floor, you're gonna need Glacial, and when it comes to that, I'm gonna talk why. For main vision card, I'm using Shiva because of the evasion stats. You can put a maxed Titan card if you want to. Let me find it here, because Titan card gives 20 evasion to Earth units, but my Titan is level 1, so this is not gonna help me at all, you know. But if you have this card, you can put this card on the main, but it needs to be maxed to get this buff. If you put this card maxed in the main slot, and this one as the sub slot, is gonna be really good. But in this case, I'm using Shiva in the main slot and Ketone card in the sub slot, and my Ketone card is not even maxed. So as you can see, it's really friendly to new players, right? I'm gonna talk about vision cards that you can put instead of this one, and vision cards you can put in main as well in another video. I'm gonna talk about more detailed right there. So her stats, her stats are like this right now. A little bit of agility. Agility could be way better, as you can see, but she's a MR unit. Not a lot of damage, a lot of luck at least. She has a lot of move and jump as well. Here's her stats. She has a lot of HP. Thank God for that, because you're gonna need this HP. So this HP is really good for her. I'm using Strike Mastery and Honed Constitution as sub abilities. Sword Guard as counter. You can use auto cure as well, but there is one of the missions that we cannot cure ourselves, so I think it's the 8th one. You cannot cure yourself, so do not forget removing this when you get to the 8th one if you're using that. I'm using Sword Guard, and I'm using Monk sub ability. You can use Knight sub ability as well, but I'm gonna talk about that in another video, because this one is just to show the fight itself. And this Fleeterfoot is the TMR, and Frozen Hurricane is the reason why this run is possible, is the Asper ability. Master ability, she gets a little bit of evasion, which is really good. So let's get to it. So in this video, what I'm going to show you is the 70th to 10th floor. I'm not going to do the 1 to 6, and you might be asking why. Well, it's quite easy to explain. It's because they're too easy. You know, they're too easy, and they don't have anything that needs your attention. The only thing you need attention is use ability no more than 10 times. This can be really a pain for some people, but there is actually a very easy way to deal with this. What you're going to do is battle settings, and here you're gonna put in you're gonna turn on the do not use abilities. What this does is your unit will only go walk and do normal attacks. She's never going to use any type of abilities. And you can do this easily, like your evasion unit, you don't care. You can do this to 1 to the 6th floor without any problem at all. So just do this. It's very easy, and you just can run until the 6th one. And then the 7, 8, and 10, it's when you need a little bit of attention, because right here, for instance, you have to defeat 2 or more enemies simultaneously. You cannot do this on auto, right? Sometimes you can do it, but it's better for you to put a little bit of work into it, right? And then you have the 8th one here. It's what I talk about. You cannot recover more than 1000 HP, and sometimes the auto cure can proc and can lose because of that. So be aware of that. And you cannot use chakra as well. If you use chakra, you're healing yourself, so that's a problem. And you have to kill 2 at the same time, which is not problematic at all. And the 9th one, I think, is one of the easiest, honestly. You just need to kill 2 at the same time. Like formation of compromise on no more than 4 units. I think it's gonna be easy for us. So this is really easy. And the 10th one, which is the big problem, right? But we're gonna cross the bridge when you get there, right? We're gonna talk about the 10th one a little bit later. So yeah, so let's begin in the 70th one. And we're gonna right into it. Alright, so let's go and deal with this as fast as we can. So, after you killing some turtles, there's some spawnings that is going to happen later, which is some skeleton that can drain you, but they're not gonna hit you. So this is really easy. You just need to kill two turtles at the same time. So let's just do it. It's gonna be really easy. Although I'm not using bells right now, so I'm not gonna have a lot of AP, but that's not a problem really. One thing that you have to be aware is that if you move too much forward like this, you're gonna attract the Kraken, and we don't want to do that right now, right? So just be right here, and I'm gonna use store, and let's wait for them to come closer. Oh, they didn't come closer, the little buggers. So let's do the Terra Slash. They're not moving, so oh, I don't have AP for another Terra Slash. That's sad. So let's use the store again and do that. These turtles, when they hit you, they can immobilize you, but then again, they're not gonna hit you, so it's not a problem. Okay, 2, then RQ, then it's good to go. Honestly, you can easily put on auto right now, and it's gonna end eventually. Right? This is the only thing you need to do, and if you put on auto, it's going to finish for you. The crack is not gonna hit you. The skeleton sometimes can hit you once or twice, but it's not a problem really. Like this map is really easy. Oh, and by the way, if you really it's new to the game and you don't have ETRE, you're watching this later, and the ETRE event is not there yet on War Divisions right now. I got to this floor, the 70th floor, just with Prince Mont itself, and Prince Mont was level 115. He's not even 120. I can teach you how to do this with only Prince Mont if you want to, but he's not going to be able to go further than this. This is the maximum that he's going to be able to do. And that's it for now. We're just going to skip ahead and go for the next floor. And there we go. On to the next. This is very easy, as you can see. Let's go to the 8th one. This one we cannot kill ourselves, and you have to kill 2. This is the only thing you need to put on your mind. And this is not relevant for us because we're only using 1 unit, right? So, yep, let's do it. This one, there are some archers into it, but they don't use, thank God for that, they don't use sharpshooter, because sharpshooter is 100% hit, right? So that can be a little bit problematic in some other events, but this one they don't use it at all. You can start here, there's no problem. I don't really like to kill 2 archers, you know. I prefer to kill 2 long swordsmen here, because this archer, they never really get too close, and Etre's AoE's attacks are not really that great to deal with enemies that are not that close. So what you're going to do is to start here to draw the attention of this one, because if you start here and goes toward the archer, he's not going to get here. So what we want to do is to kill both of these longsword guys at the same time, and that's it. So we're going to use fleet of foot here and draw the attention of the guy. There you go. Oh, by the way, for those of you that are new to the game, every time that your character faces the attacker, it's because she's dodging, right? So just a little heads up if you didn't know that. First I'm gonna kill this archer here. Let's do a Feast of Frenzy here. Then hug. This is something we're gonna use a lot. When you are in the edge of the map, put your back towards the edge, because in this way they're never gonna attack you from behind, which is where you have the higher chance of getting hit. So let's use Store here, which is a 1-turn buff. Don't forget that. It's just a 1-turn buff. It's an insane high attack buff, but it's just 1 turn. And they broke the formation. Sadly, they broke the formation. So let's kill the archer with the Store buff. There you go. Let's do some Surge Strike here. No, I'm gonna be right here. And I'm scared of critting this guy, right? So what I'm going to do is to Surge Strike the one behind him, and then I'm gonna put my back towards the edge of the map again. It can get a little bit tricky trying to put those two in the same position, so be aware of that. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky. There we go. Oh, never mind. Don't forget, you can't get crystal because you cannot heal. Don't forget. Okay, this, and come here, I guess, and try to make it work. I don't think this is going to work. Okay, so let's use Store. Can I kill both of them? I can. Cool. That's easier, right? I think the spawns are gonna spawn, right? Yeah. So there's some Lamias. Lamias can put some debuffs on us, which is quite nasty. They are resistant to Death, Confuse, and Berserk. We cannot do much against them. And they have some resistance to Strike as well. They are a little bit annoying, but not that much of a huge problem, honestly. Remember, when you attack from behind, your evocation gouge feels quicker, and you have more chances to hit, of course. But in this specific case, the only thing that matters is that our booster gouge here is gonna do. Words are hard, guys. Words are hard. It's going to feel faster. Let's pummel. Bam, bam. That goes towards the Lamia. After this Lamia, some big dragons will appear as well. Crit. Nice. Oh, the other one is alive. Oops. Oh, I should put sound, right? I forgot about this. There you go. A little bit of sound. I forgot about that. Sorry. I'm not remaking this video. That's for sure. I'm not remaking it. I completely forgot about the sound. I think I can add a little bit of music in the other parts. Now it's the last response. And here's the thing, you can put death, doom into the dragon, and that's really cool. So as you can see, he has no resistance to that, so you can put doom on him. And the snacks, I think you only kill the snacks, yeah. They are some resistant to have some resistance to strike, but it's fine. Remember, you cannot use chakra at all, so don't forget that. Snakes can paralyze you sometimes as well. I don't know how they hit you, but they can. So here we're gonna use Death, Doom. 91%, almost impossible to miss. In 2 turns he's dead. Use Glacial here. He's stopped and doomed. As I said before, you can use other aspects in these particular 4 in specific, you know. But you have to use Glacial in the last one, in the 10th one. But honestly, if you're using Glacial and it's working, you don't need to change, right? Like, there's no reason for that. GG. There you go. Very easy, huh? So, things you have to put in mind. Kill 2 at the same time. Do not use chakra and do not get crystals, because crystals will heal you. Right? So do not forget that. But it's fairly easy. It's just a little bit annoying to put 2 guys, one in front of the other, and make it work, right? Knight's sub-ability has some abilities that can do some AoE damage as well, so don't forget that. It's okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one, we have some bosses to kill, but it's fairly easy. So we have Siren, which is gonna have 2 water units. If I remember correctly, it's Eudira and I think it's Glacial, I don't remember. Then you have Ifrit, that's gonna come with Fluarta and King Gelda. And last but not least, you're gonna have Golem with 2 earth units that I don't remember what it is. So let's do it. Oh, this is the last one. So let's do it. And always put initial placement, right? Always helpful. You can use items in the majority of the quests, right? I don't think this one you can. Let me see. This one, if you let Etre here, only Miranda is coming towards you, right? So Miranda, Eudira. If you put Etre here, Siren is gonna come towards you as well. So don't forget that. And one thing that is very good about this is that she's not that much resistance for death. You can try to put death on her. Don't forget, she's the only Esper we can kill with Doom. So don't forget this. You can put Doom on her, you cannot put Doom on Ifrit or Golem. She's the only one. Slither foot. She's coming towards me because I walked a little bit. Whoops. 77% chance. There you go. Don't forget you have to kill 2 at the same time. So you cannot use items with this one and kill 2 at the same time. Don't forget this. You can put some Berserk on her, which is really good. Didn't work. Let's do some normal attack. Oh, by the way, Etrre right now has 97 faith, so that's why I'm hitting this much of this effective special effects. Don't forget about it. If her faith is low, she will not be able to do this. And you don't need to care much about the magical damage you receive, just because you're not going to receive magical damage. Unless we're talking about kill fail, but we're going to talk about that when it comes to that. So now, I think I'm going to restore and try to kill both of them at the same time. Let's stay here. It's going to be a little bit difficult, honestly. Oh, maybe I screw up, honestly. This is not going according to plan, honestly. I don't think this is going to work, honestly. I think I will need to get double kill and the Ifrit and the Elda or something like that. It's unfortunate that it's only in a straight line that you can kill. Glacier could do it, but I don't have Glacier right now, so yeah, let's just go with that. As you can see, he's immune to death, so you cannot do that. And has some strike resistance as well. Both Elda and Luarta are not immune to death, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and they can get berserked as well, which is not exactly good, but it's not bad. A little punch. Oh my. Okay, I have to lure Elda towards Luarta. Something along those lines. I'm scared of quitting, so it was not that complicated the first time I tried. Well, let's try to kill Ifrit with Elda. Oh, maybe Glacial can kill them. Nope, not even close. I'm really scared of critting. So Elda is working towards our favor. And then Terry Slash. There we go. It's a little bit annoying to get double kill, as you can see, because ranged unit and melee unit don't really work together that well, so... I have AP for this? I do. Now it's Golem plus 2 Earth units, I don't remember which one it is. But as you can see, like, you're gonna dodge everything, so... And there you go, like, formation of no more than 4, which is obviously done. Defeat 2 more enemies and do not use items. You can get crystals in this one, do not forget that, but you're not gonna need it, so... But maybe you need to get some crystals just to interrupt them for getting crystal. I don't remember if they can get deft, let's see. No, he has a high resistance to it. She doesn't. She can get deft. And he's nullify everything, of course. Let's put some def on her. How much is in bellow? 0%. Let's do some pummeling. I think his resistance to strike. Yeah, he has a little bit of resistance to strike. Honestly, I can put on outer on. There's no difference. Really start. Because auto never uses items alone, so let's just put on auto and hope for the best. And almost there. Oh, by the way, Etre doesn't have a high variety of attacks, then sometimes you get full AP and don't have more special attacks to do anymore. It's kind of sad. But yeah, there you go. It's done. So you only need to kill 2 at the same time, and you can use def in a lot of units, so it's quite easy. The only problem with this in general is lighting up 2 units to kill at the same time, because the AoE effect of Etre is not really that great. Now, you can easily use like an Odin, for instance, you know. An Odin evocation will easily kill the 2 of them. They're low HP. You can put Tetra Sylphid. Tetra will do this work fairly easy as well. Then again, the only stage you need Glacial is the last one, right? I'm only using Glacial to all that because I don't need to change it, right? So now, why I'm using Glacial, you may be asking, like, well. So the first thing first, you cannot use items, you have to clear at the same time as usual, and you do not pick crystals. You can use chakra to heal yourself, but you cannot pick crystals. But you have to make an elemental chain of 5 or more. And this is where Glacial shines, because Glacial can stop enemies, right? So when you stop an enemy, you can pummel them 3 times in a row and get 5 chains. This is the only way I found to chain people with Etre alone. And this is the problem, right? So this is why I'm doing this with Glacial.
and there is only 3 units in this map that can get stopped, but we're gonna get there when it's in the time. If you don't remember, right, you have a problem with remember that you cannot use items, you can just remove all of them. Okay? Just remove all of them. Then you don't have the chance of doing something crazy. Okay, do not forget initial placement. Do not forget initial placement, because it's gonna be very important for us right now. And let's do it. All right. So, to begin things, I have to explain something. There is 4 little drakes here, right? And 2 snakes. When you kill 2 snakes, or 1 dragon and 1 snake, a titan will appear here and a Malboro will appear here. You can kill all the dragons and they are not gonna spawn. They just spawn when you kill 1 snake plus a dragon or 2 snakes. Which means you can kill only 1 snake if you want, or all the dragons if you want, but you cannot kill 1 dragon, 1 snake, or both snakes. If you do that, Titan will spawn and Malboro will spawn. And that's a problem. This is why I do not like to get here. Because if you get here, the 2 snakes are gonna go directly towards you. And this dragon right here, this is the only one, he will start to go this way and climbing down to go towards you. The other dragons are gonna be just staying here and waiting for you. Okay? So I don't like to do this because I don't want to kill the snakes first to get Titan first, right? Let's do the Titan later. So what do I like to do here? I like to stay in this square right here. If you stay in this square, please work with me, game. If you stay in this square, this dragon and this dragon and this both dragons will come towards you. If you come here, these 2 dragons and this dragon will come towards you, and this one is gonna stop. It will stay there. And this is what I want. I want these 3 dragons coming towards me. So this dragon is gonna be here, this one gonna be here, this one's gonna be here. My back is towards the edge of the map, just like I said before. And this is really important because sometimes they can hit you from the back. Don't forget, all of them has accuracy up. Do not forget this. This is really important. Okay? So always your back towards the edge of the map. This is really important. After you kill all the dragons and kill the snakes, Titan and Malboro will appear. When you put Malboro or Titan less than 50% HP, the girls will spawn. The girls are composed of Eileen, Ketone, and Qfen. These girls are the ones that we're going to stop and make a chain. Don't forget that. And one important thing, Qfen has an ability called Energy Blast, which is an AoE ability that has 100% chance hit. You're never going to evade that. Don't forget this. She can easily kill you with 2 of those. You cannot take crystals to heal yourself. You can only heal yourself with chakra, so don't forget that. And one more thing, you have 97 faith. You take a lot of magical damage. She can easily do 3.6k damage to me. Alright? So, when you kill Titan and you kill one of the girls, another Titan will spawn here. Okay? This Titan has the double HP of this Titan right here. The damage is almost the same, but it has the double amount of HP. And Titans can sometimes hit you, so don't forget that. If he's hitting towards your back, he can hit you sometimes, so don't forget that. I think with Winter Coat, they're never gonna hit you, but that's not me right now, right? I don't have that item right now, so I cannot do this. So I hope it's clear what we have to do here. So let's do step by step. I know it's a lot of things to drop, a lot of information to drop right now. So what you need to do is put your Etre right in the square and let's do it. This is gonna take a while, by the way. I'm gonna edit a little bit because it's gonna take a while. So what I'm going to do here is I'm gonna stay in this square, right? And those 2 dragons, they're gonna come towards me, and this dragon gonna come towards me as well. This one's gonna be standing there, just like I said before. What I'm going to do here is I'm gonna start punching, normal punch, just to generate AP in the beginning.
And because, like I said, in the end of the 90th floor, she has a problem with the lack of ability that she has. So this we're just gonna punch it. They again never gonna hit us. We're gonna punch this one until he almost die, and then we're gonna punch this one until he almost die as well. I don't want to kill them very soon, very early in the run, because when they die they can spawn crystals, and every crystal you have in the floor is less space for you to walk. You cannot get crystals in this run, right? And more crystal, it means that enemies are gonna have more ways to heal themselves, and Etre is not really known for have a lot of damage, right? So we're gonna be hugged by a wall of dragons here, right? You're gonna punch this one almost to death and this one almost to death. In the meanwhile, the snakes is gonna get climbing up towards here and gets towards us. So what's going to happen? The snake's gonna make a line behind this dragon right here. So these dragons will almost die, and those two snakes gonna be behind him. So what we're going to do? We're going to use Thor, which is the attack buff, and gonna terror slash them. Right? When this happens, we're gonna kill this other dragon and run towards here, putting our back towards the edge of the map. Just like I said before, back towards the edge of the map is what's gonna save us. And then I'm gonna kill the other two dragons before killing the snakes, because I don't want a Titan and Marlboro to spawn. So that's the idea. Let's go to it. When the snake starts coming here, remember to face forward. Most of the times facing forward here is not gonna make much difference, but when you face forward here, you have less chance to get paralyzed by them. They have a ranged attack that paralyze you, and you're going to see how sad that is in a short while. But yeah, so always face towards them to get less chance to that happening. Remember, it's really tempting to kill the snakes, and they can paralyze you, and they will paralyze me in this round, but remember, if you kill them, a Titan will spawn here, and things get weird, right? Because Titans sometimes can hit you, so can be the end of the run, so take care of that. Like, don't kill the snakes right now, do that later. It's not impossible for you to kill the snakes here and deal with Titan at the same time. It's possible to do that, but it's a little bit risky, so let's try to make this work here. So as you can see, always back towards the edge, right? Because if they hit you in the back, they can sometimes actually hit you. So be aware of that always. I think you're gonna screw this up sometimes, and it's gonna really be painful. So be aware of that. Always put your back towards the edge of the map. Now, what I want to do is to lure Titan around here. Like, he's really good to be around here because you can easily come here, put your back towards the edge right here, and punch him until he dies. Because Titan, he has a very weird AI. Sometimes he's just stopped attacking you, and when he stops attacking you, you just kill him. Really, like. But here's the trick. You guys must remember that when you put him on 50% HP or Marlboro, the girls will spawn. Which means that if he gets lower than 9k HP, the girl spawns. If Marlboro gets lower than 5k HP, the girl will spawn. So be aware of that, and this is what I'm trying to do. As you can see, I screw up here. Right, because oh, my back is in the edge, yeah, but this is a Titan, he can attack from there, right? So as you can see, if he attacks from behind, there is a high chance that he can hit you, and the damage is insane because Etre has minus 15 magic resistance and she has 97 faith right now. So that's why it does so much damage, so you have to be careful with that. With this amount HP, Gilfrey can kill me, so I need to use a chakra here. In situation like this, always try to face Titan. Titan is a little bit different from the other enemies because Titan most of the time will hit you. So in this case, I try to face him, and then he comes here. He came here, but I don't think he can attack me from there. That's why he didn't attack. By the way, if I attack Marlboro again, the girls will spawn. As you can see, he has half percent of HP already. So any attacks here, the girls will spawn. So I'm not gonna attack Marlboro anymore for a while. right here, I'm not facing him directly, as you can see, because here literally my back is in the edge, right? He cannot go there and hit me from behind. So my fear here is that if I face him here, he can go all the way to my back and hit me again. So this is why I'm facing towards him, because at least this is a side attack or a front attack or another side attack. This is why I'm doing this. Remember, always leave 3 pummels. If you use more than 3 pummels, your run is over. You need those pummels to make chains. So do not forget this. That's why I'm not going to use pummel again. Do not forget this. This is the only way to get five chains. So the girls came in, right? Hold on. Let me go back to there. Just a minute. So here I'm trying to kill Titan before the girls come in. It's really important. So you have Ketone, Kyufe, and Eileen. Eileen is whatever. She's never gonna hit you. I never saw her hitting me at all. She's most of the time gonna use reinforce on you. Ketone is a little problematic because she has Shadow Tether, and that can actually stop you. Although Glacial has 20% stop resistance, just for using Glacial he gives it as buff to you. And Kiefer has 100% hit attack, so you have to be careful with that. The 100% attack from her is called Energy Buster, and Energy Buster, it works in a square in front of her, you know? And these squares can hit allies as well. So what we can do to make her not use this ability is be very close to one of the other units. It can be Marlboro, can be Titan, doesn't matter. But if you're very close to the other units, you can kind of manipulate her AI to not use the attack. If she uses 2 energy busters on you, in general you die because it does more than 3k damage. It's more stronger than Titan's attacks. So you have to be careful there. Chances of stopping both Kyufe and Eileen is around 58%. Chances of stopping Ketone is always 100% because Ketone has less 50 stop resistance in this map in particular. So most of the times I'm making my chains on Ketone, but Ketone sometimes can die before you do the 5 chains. One thing that I don't recommend is using a crit version of a Feast weapon, right? Those, let's say you have a Kaiser Knuckle and he's a crit version. The run can be over just because of that, because you crit a lot, right? So, but it's very consistent to do this on Ketone. If you ever stop Kyufe, I think you should do this on Kyufe, because Kyufe will always survive that. And she always puts shields on herself as well, so it's just better. So yeah, Eileen, you shouldn't care about that. I never seen Eileen doing anything. Eileen just actually helped me, because when I get close to her, Kyufe doesn't use Energy Buster, but that's it. So Kyufe is our worst enemy in this run, because she does 100% damage. And that's why I said that magic resistance against her is good. But that's it, really. So let's continue. As you can see, she hit me actually. By the way, when Titan dies and I kill one of the girls, another Titan will spawn. You need to kill Titan and one of the girls so another Titan spawn. Remember that. So the reason why I like to fight around here, most of the times I put the girls around here, but this run I couldn't do it because Titan kinda trolled me there. It's because Energy Blaster is not really good as a range, a height ability. So it's only had height 1. Right, so this is a little bit easy to manipulate as well. So if you are right here and Kyufi is 2 blocks lower than you, she cannot use Energy Blaster against you, and that's really come in handy sometimes, because you're going to see that here I'm kind of panicked a little bit because the situation was dire, but I was able to manipulate her AI a little bit, so everything worked in the end. But you're going to see that sometimes this strategy it gets nasty, like it's really difficult. So right here I realized that I didn't have 45 AP, and it's necessary to have 45 AP to use 3 pummels, so I cannot stop her yet. If I stop her right now, the run is over, because I don't, how should I put, I don't have AP enough for that. By the way, never hit Kiton, never hit before, like you only want to hit after you freeze. Now that I have 45 AP, as you can see, 45, right? 3 pummels, now I can freeze them. And as you can see, Kiton is not using Energy Blaster against me, right? Because I'm close to Kiton. Sorry, Kyufa is not using Energy Blaster because I'm close to Kiton. As you can see, 100% chance of freeze, stopping. And now I'm gonna make a chain and things gonna get out of hand, as you can see. By the way, never move after using pummel for making chain. Never move. You need those CT, Don't move ever. So now you're gonna pummel again on Kiton. And look how close she was for dying, right? Very close. So this is why I'm telling you, if you crit too much, you can easily kill her and everything goes wrong, right? And you cannot do this anymore. There we go, 5 chains. This is what you want. Titans just spawn. And here I made a very bad decision, because I just stay in place. But actually I should go here, right? If I go here, I don't think Kyufi can ever use Energy Blaster here, but now Kyufi is gonna come here, if I'm not mistaken, and use Energy Blaster. So I almost threw the run here, as you will see. I'm really thinking, and I just almost threw anyway. As you can see, she's using Energy Blaster, 100% hit, 4k damage. And I was like, GG, it's super. I didn't know what to do for a second, but then, as I said before, both of them you can put Dune, and that's what I tried to do. Look, let's go to Kyufi and put Dune on her. Chakra is not gonna save me here, by the way, so the only thing I could do is be offensive. Ninety 7% of Doom champs, pretty cool, right? So here, I'm not doing anything. I just want Kyufi to die first. I'm not even killing this Marlboro, just for one reason. Maybe killing Marlboro is enough for her to use the blasphemy, so I don't want that to happen. Right? So the only thing I want right now is Kyufi dying. I don't want anything else. Like the rest, it doesn't interest me. One more turn and she's dead. So now I kill Marlboro because she's gonna die anyway. Oh, I didn't. That's what happened. I remember the Marlboro died. Yeah. So, and was terrible, by the way. Look at this. I'm gonna stay looking here, and this Titan could easily snipe me. Look at this. That was terrible. That was terrible. I don't know how he didn't die there. Look at this. This could be the run killer as well. Like I screw up 2 times, right? Remember, you cannot get crystals. Do not forget that. Then we def her again, doom her again. Not again, as well, should I say. And now we're gonna have some fight with Titan. And Eileen's just gonna be there and don't do anything. And that's it, really. And Titan is bugged again, right? He's not gonna do anything, and I would just.
Okay, guys, so we're back. I easily could screw up a lot of things there, but the RNG manipulation of Killfield was good enough because basically she cannot use Energy Blaster all the time because she doesn't want to use Energy Blaster on her allies. So if you're really close to her allies and there is no way she can put the Energy Blaster around you, she's not gonna use it. And that's what makes me alive. So yeah, Killfield is the most difficult challenge in this whole situation, you know. And Titan now is bugged like this, so you can just punch him. I'm not putting on auto because I'm scared of Etre going and getting a crystal. If she does that, I'm gonna cry, so I don't want to do that. So yeah, that's basically it. So this is how you do it with Etre. As you can see, it's kind of messy. It's not the easiest thing in the world. As I said, it's possible. I'm not saying it's easy. I never said it's easy, right? But just for the fact that it's possible to do this, it's something that is amazing, right? Like Etre in comparison to Shadow Lynx, it's sad, you know. Like Shadow Lynx is such a superior unit in every single aspect that it's just sickening, you know. The only thing Etre is better than Shadow Lynx is having more HP, you know. So yeah, as you can see, all the attacks is over. I can only normal attack now. But yeah, so this is how we do it. And this Titan deals the same damage as the first one, but only has double HP, so it takes a little bit, as you can see. But yeah, so this is how you do with Etre. If you have any question, please put down in the comments, and I'm gonna punch in a little bit more, and when it's done, I'll come back to you. Victory, victory. Now imagine blue stacks crashing in this part. It would be really cool, right? There you go, guys. That's all the missions. So yeah, as I said, the worst part is Killfield for sure, and the worst part is getting the 5 elemental chains. And it's worst part because you have to do both then at the same time. Take care of Killfield and doing the first, the 5 chains. I'll be honest, I think the best enemy to do chains is Killfield herself, because I don't think she has any way to die from 3 pummels. Sometimes with Ketone, if you crit too much, she can easily die. And if she dies before getting the 5 chains, you're screwed, right? So yeah, this is the way I found to do this with Ether alone. It's using Glacial, and Glacial is the MVP of this run. Absolutely flawless, right? So that's it. And as you can see, you don't need bells to do this, right? You're gonna point so much time that you're gonna have more AP than you have ability uses. So that's it. That's how you do it. Unfortunately, I cannot show you like getting all the stars and all that, right? Because I did before, of course. But it was pretty emotional for me, you know. I'll be honest. Doing this was pretty emotional for me. It was very special to do this. So there you go, guys. This is how you do it. If you guys want to see Shadow Links doing dark as well, just ask me for it. But it's so much easier than this. You guys have no idea. Like, literally, put some evasion gear on her and go. Like all her abilities do everything for her. So yeah. So anyway, till the next time.